Hello and welcome back. If you're ready to get started in your business, you have got to go ahead and get started. There's no waiting, there's no looking for someone to help you out. You just got to get started and do it. That is the whole thing about being an entrepreneur. When you're ready to be an entrepreneur, you'll be an entrepreneur. And it's very simple to do. It doesn't take all that. I'm not going to take up a whole lot of your time. I'm going to get you straight to the point of what it takes to do this and get started. Now, most of you, if you've been following me and now getting to know me, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm Dr. Pamela Smith. I have over 15 businesses I have done. Entrepreneurship from owning to creating to selling. I've done those type of businesses. And so what I found the problem is that life doesn't wait for you. It's just not going to wait for you. Um, you have to get ready because every day you got to keep working on what you're going to work on. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep trying. Because if you don't go ahead and get started, it's just not going to happen. You're going to keep allowing people to keep you separated from what you want to do because you're going to be juggling this, juggling that, trying to do this, do that, and you just got to just go ahead and get started and do what it takes to get started. And that's why I wanted to do this video, because we make it hard and it's not hard. You think it's just that you just have to get started. No one's gonna help you when you are making a decision to go out here on your own or don't want to work a job anymore. Uh, it's not easy because when I was doing it, I just jumped out there, but I didn't jump right into it in the beginning, and I'll explain my story on the next video. I just wanted to talk about what is needed to get started on this video, because there are things that are going to be needed to get started. And so I really wanted to talk about that, what it's going to take. Because starting a business and being an entrepreneur, it takes funds sometimes. It takes the time that you give sometimes. And once you make that decision, you've got to know what steps it takes. And a lot of time, people will say, hey, what business are you starting? And oh, I can help you start that business. But they really don't give you the steps. Like, you pretty much kind of know once you go into a business, there's certain things you need. But do you really know what you need? Do you know the steps of what you need? Do you know how to get started easy? Because that's the whole thing. A lot of people think it's hard, and it's really actually not. So let me do this right quick. Make sure you go ahead, hit the subscription, to subscribe, because I want you to subscribe, because I'm going to bring so much about being an entrepreneur differently. And the reason I'm bringing it differently, because I have done most of these entrepreneur businesses out there, and I want to do more, but that's impossible. But I want to say I tried. And I think, coming from a person who's a serial entrepreneur, I'm capable of helping you get started, helping you figure it out, giving you ideas, giving you the ways to make it happen. I have the experience to do that. I, again, have been doing over 15 businesses for over 15, I'll say 15 to 20 years. I have successful businesses that I've had. I've sold some companies that I've had, and I've done well in these businesses. I moved on from those businesses, and I went into another business that I enjoy. So I want to talk about all kinds, for businesses for just women, businesses, service businesses, businesses that's just for one person only, businesses that you can create and still get employees. There's so much that is involved in being an entrepreneur. But what I want to make sure that you don't miss anything, just continue to follow. And I'll put in the link in the description what I'm going to tell you about right now, so you don't have to go looking for it. I'll detail what it is that you need, and I'll put down there those things that you need to get started, okay? Now, let's talk about what is it that you need to get started. We already know that you know what you want to do. Once you know what you want to do, you now just want to get started. You know the name. Name is important of the business you want to start. Figure out the name that you want it to be. If it is a business that you are going to have and believe to have long term. And here's why I say that. You're gonna have to create an LLC. Now, corporations begin when you start adding employees. Then you want to have a corporation because you want to have the tax and everything is written different when you have employees, okay? And you can have employees on the LLC. It's just you get better benefits as an Inc. when you have employees. So make sure you do that. Once you get the name, LLC next, then you want to decide if you're going to create a website. If you need a website, because not all businesses need a website. That's the whole key. But it's good to have a website because you want to talk about what your business is about, okay? And you want to talk about what services that you offer and possibly where somebody can contact you. So you really just need a simple one page. You're pretty much paying for what? The domain of your business. But you want to make sure that it's available. And that is on anything. Now, here's a trick. I'm going to give you something that no one's ever talked about. When you are searching for your business and you've come up with a name, never go into a domain site like GoDaddy, Bluehost, any of those type of Hostinger. Do not go in to see if it's available. All you want to do is go up to the address bar and you put in the name that you want that business to be called and that you have created. And I say do this before you even create the business into an LLC, because you want a business that you can own and have and know that it's available. Because a lot of times, sometimes we'll create something and other businesses have it. It's because you didn't do your homework first. The best way to do that is just go up to the address bar and just put in that name. Let's say complete.com. You want to make sure no one have complete.com. If you put in complete.com and it brings up all these companies, then now you know that's not what you want, because no one's going to be able to find you. You may have to call it below ideascompleted.com. You see what I mean? You have to make sure it's available, but do not, and I mean do not, go into the sites that sell, let you buy your domain. Do not search in their bar. And here's why, and I'm going to tell you why. When you go into a GoDaddy, Bluehost, a Hostinger, Wix, when you go into that bar and you ask for a name that's not available, right? You're checking to see what's in one not available. So let's say we find your site available, ideascompleted.com is available. If you do not at that time purchase that domain, it will be gone. It will be gone. Because they have people that go out and look when you go into that search bar and in those sites, and you're asking if it's available, and you say, oh, it's available, and then you go away and come back, it's gone. Because guess what? People who buy domains, they're watching you, and then they turn around and they sell it back to you for $500, $1,000 for the name that you found. Do you see? So be very careful about that. I just gave you important ding-a-ding, that no one have. I gave you the big secret that people keep quiet about because they don't want to tell you about it because they making money off of it. Hello. So make sure you do that. Okay. The other thing, if you're going to find a brick and mortar place, make a decision if that's something that you want. It is if you're looking forward to borrow money or go down the road. Sometimes you need it, most of the time you don't. It all depends on the type of business you have created or you're going into. You can start some things out of your basement and then go get an office. But if you're going to go into something that you want to go full blown, and I'll talk about those on my other videos, that you do need a brick and mortar no matter what. Then you want to go into those particular locations. Now, the other thing is, you get a brick and mortar, you got to have a business license. And the reason why I'm telling you about these things that are needed is because a lot of time people claim, oh, you can start a business from zero or nothing. That is not true. Stop listening to that. That is so untrue. It costs to start a business because you got to pay for the domain of your name. You got to pay for a business license. You got to pay the Secretary of State to have that name into your business LLC, because you want to have a business account. If you're gonna do business. Don't let nobody tell you I don't need no business account. That's not true, because then you're not looking to do something with that business. Okay. You're going to have a website if you need a website for what you're doing. And then you need the business license if you have a brick and mortar. So it is not free. Most of these things do cost little or nothing to get started, but it's not zero to get started. It's going to cost you at least $500 or more to get on track with certain businesses. And I'll talk about those businesses that cost under $500, and I'll talk about the business that costs over a certain amount to get started, because it takes money. So once you know that, just do it. Just do it. Just get out there and work your business that you have just decided that you're going to do. If you don't want to work your business, then you don't want to build your dream. Someone will hire you to build theirs. You see what I'm saying? We have work for others. And when you want to go to that stage of being an entrepreneur, then you got to decide, am I working for myself, working for others? Is this the way it is? You know, if you want to be in an office for 20 to 30 years and sit there, and that is what you find to be a good way to make money, then you do that. Just do that then. But make sure you're doing what you love. Because being an entrepreneur is about owning your own business, having your own business, running your own business, and willing to work for what you want for yourself and your business. Okay? So you've been with Dr. Pamela Y. Smith. Thank you for being here with the Dr. Pamela Entrepreneurs, as I help you get started, get going on the best ways to set up a business. And that's what this was about. Again, continue to subscribe, like, send me comments of what else you want to talk about. I'll be back with some more videos on what we're going to talk about, helping you with types of businesses that work and all kinds of things. Stay with me. We're going to grow this together. Okay? See you soon. Thank you.